Coming up next, Michael has updates on men's tennis and men's basketball, plus 4 reasons you might want to watch the Super Bowl.
Thanks, Lindsay. We had a lot of action this week on 2 different kinds of courts. Let's start with men's tennis from the weekend and their matchup against Belmont Abbey at the Mickles Tennis Conference Center on campus. Right here, Elijah Paritsky drives it over the net with this forehand, wins that point. Next, Paritsky drives it over the net with an unreturnable serve. Very frustrating for the Crusaders. He followed that up by another big forehand. Very, very impressive. At number 1 position, Jerry Barton now had himself a day with this well-deserved point, and our serving was on fire as both Barton and Paritsky served up multiple aces. Earlier that day, Furman took the doubles matches and went on to win all 6 singles matches for a final score of 7-0. Barton won his match 6-1, 6-3. Paritsky won his 6-0 and 6-3 in his second set. In a second afternoon match with Belmont Abbey, the Paladins defeated them again 5-0. That brings the overall season record for them to 3 losses and 2 wins for the team so far. Now let's recap on men's basketball. After taking first place in conference standings, the Paladins had a home test against the Stevens List Chattanooga squad. Furman started off slow, but Foster sparked the team with this much-needed 3. And then Slauson exploded with a quick dunk. Wow. And then a statement 3 to push the score 41-37. The bench continues to improve, with Huey scoring 8 points. And of course, Mike Bothwell had a team-high 17 points and always pulling out those plays right when the Dens need them. Furman was too much for the Mocs, pulling away with a 79-58 win, holding on to first place in the conference. Now let's look at some scores from last week. Men's basketball beat UNCG 69-57. Women's basketball fell to both Samford and Mercer. Now they are looking to bounce back against Wofford. For women's tennis, the Paladins fell to Vanderbilt and Illinois. When it comes to the Super Bowl, you have 4 new reasons to watch this year. First, for the first time in Super Bowl history, 2 black quarterbacks, Jalen Hurts and Patrick Mahomes, are going head-to-head for the NFL title. And here's another first. For the upcoming Super Bowl, Mama Kelsey is going to have a hard time because both of her sons, Travis Kelsey and Jason Kelsey, are going head-to-head to get the Super Bowl title. This brings the sibling rivalry to a whole new level. The Chiefs and Eagles play on February 12th. It will be interesting to see which brother gets the bragging rights, and the next family holiday will be pretty entertaining. Now let's look at what's coming next for Furman Athletics. Come out and cheer on your Paladins this Saturday as they take on the Wofford Terriers in a weekend at the Well doubleheader. The theme for both games is a whiteout, so make sure you wear your white. Tip-off for women's is 3 o'clock, and for men's tip-off, it is 6 o'clock. Looking forward to next week's games on campus, we have women's tennis versus Tennessee on Friday at 3 o'clock. Women's tennis turns around to face UNCG on Sunday at 1 o'clock. Be sure to check back in as we continue our coverage of Furman Athletics. Next week, we bring you more details on the partnership with Greenville's semi-professional soccer teams. For Nightly News Sports, I'm Michael Davis. Lindsay, back to you.
Thank you, Michael. Those games at the Well will be exciting this weekend. Make sure to come out and support. If you got to the game a little bit early Wednesday night, you might have been able to get some hot chocolate and learn about some groups on campus. In honor of Black History Month, Unity and Furman Athletics hosted Roll Call, hot chocolate event at Timmons Arena. Visitors had the chance to learn about our Black sororities, the NAACP, First Gen, and the Furman Pride Alliance, among other groups. For other Black History Month events, check out the Furman Community Calendar.